Welcome aboard the ship. Holy crap! I tell you, it looks like they've got the Titanic up from the bottom of the sea. Somewhere on the Black Sea coast, we were able to find an antique ship that is more than 110 years old. According to the legend, inside it preserved an unbelievably beautiful hall with an ornate century-old interior. Everything was complicated by the presence of the security, which didn't let anyone in. But our curiosity was so great that we decided to take the risk. Let's go. We have waited until the guard left to the store and then quickly and quietly approached the ship and found a hole leading into the hold. The first door we discovered was nailed down from the inside. All our attempts to open it were futile, and we had to move on through the decaying hold further into the ship to try and find an entrance. While we were inside, the security came back. Hear the voices? They are really close, on the other side of the hull. I hope they won't hear us. We'll have to be very quiet. This time we were lucky, and the door was not locked. We were finally inside of this ancient ship. Here we're inside. I wonder if it's... Oh, the way upstairs isn't locked. Okay, let's... Oh, look at those barrels. Huh. Let's see what's left in here. It's quite empty, honestly. But I hope that we can find not just those empty rooms, but also those interiors for which we came. Oh, look, some kind of motor is left here. Sanitary Appliance Group. Ghosts, huge holes in the rusted floor, incredibly beautiful sunsets observed from the deck. All of this is a motor ship Knyaz Bagration. It has been built in 1912. Can you imagine? This ship is more than 110 years old and it still keeps the history of that age. By the way, it's really obvious that it's not laying flat, really sloped. Back and to the left. I'm walking right now and it's pulling me back and to the left. Every crew member stationed on the ship should have been perfectly doing their job. And sailors who were negligent were placed in one of the 3 confinement cells. These doors are open now. A creepy place. I wouldn't want to be locked in there. However, in the recent years, these cells were used as utility rooms. The ship is made from German metal, which makes it more grand and unique. At first, 2 steam engines were located in the engine room, and later they were replaced by powerful diesel engines. A hoist with a lifting capacity of 1 ton is still intact. Inside of those niches in the floor were 2 powerful engines that have already been dismantled. We'll have to be really careful walking the deck above. I can see some holes already. Let's move on and keep exploring this ancient ship. Sounds like someone is trying to unlock the door from the outside. If it's security with the keys, that's trouble. Up to the early 1990s, it has been an active ship traveling along the Volga River. In 1992, it's been sold to a private owner. The new owner turned it into a restaurant, which has been closed after a mere 2 years because of low income. After that, the 100-year-old ship was towed ashore and abandoned. Oh, look at the parquetry. Amazing. It feels like this part of the ship has seen at least a little maintenance, but not too much. This must have been that restaurant that has been open for only 2 years. This interior is definitely not as old as the ship, probably from the 90s. But look, that's printed, not handwritten. It means it's been used for a while. Here, look, restaurant, side view. Is there a date somewhere, I wonder? I see the plan, but I want to know the date. Workroom in perspective, cool. This big and empty room was probably a part of the restaurant as well. Here's a way out of the dining room. The couches, look at them. Those couches are pure 80s, 70s or 80s. Looks like the ship was renovated then, and after that it's been used until it turned into its current state. Cabin 78. Smoke breaker box on the floor. But here... No, we could go through here. Those holes in the floor, I don't feel like... and the doors are nailed shut. Let's go back the same way. Because what? Because safety is a #1 priority. Guys, if you have never visited such places, then don't even think about starting with things like this one. You must have some skill and experience. We really are pros at this. We know what we are doing and where we are going and how and where you can or cannot put your weight. After saying this, I just have to fall through some hole. Just a covered hole. The floor is really crooked here. The whole corridor is slumped like this. The whole ship is, I think, well, let's take a look at the upper deck. Wow. Look at that. Look at the staircase. And the doors over there. And the mirrors. Quite the mirrors they are. Oh, they love this turquoise color.
Sure.
I'm saying that they like to use this kind of turquoise color on ships like this one. A sunroof. Ceilings, by the way, are very high. Look at the trimming on the walls. I wonder if there's a cabin here somewhere with a complete interior remaining. There is a wardrobe here. Very old as well. By the way, if anyone knows when this furniture was made, tell me in the comments. Heroes of the Civil War. A whole billboard.
О,
Here,
смотри.
look. Cabins. Small wardrobe. This is one of the largest diesel-powered propeller ships of its time. Its carrying capacity was 300 tons. 340 passengers could have comfortably been on board. The ship's length is about 90 meters, and the width is 12. At the same time, this behemoth was capable of achieving a speed of 21 km per hour, quite respectable for that moment in time. So one of our goals was to get to the bridge and see the helm, but it turned out to be much easier said than done. Well, place your bets, gentlemen. Are we going to get to the bridge or not? Is there any sign on it that it's the bridge? Because we see only cabins here. 26, 30, and so on. In theory, according to what I've seen from the outside, the bridge is above. Yeah, apparently the bridge is somewhere above the engine room. That means it should be above us now. in the middle. That's an interesting layout for sure. And the ceiling doesn't feel so good. What's there? Someone walking around? Yeah, agreed, we shouldn't. Don't walk there, it's an engine room, you can fall through. Maybe it's somewhere here? Nope, just a wall with some planks nailed on. Maybe there's some secret door leading to it. I mean, it could be an obscure door with the same paneling as the corridor walls. Look, there's something in here. Chairs, a whole storeroom of some garbage. But the staircase is totally awesome. For passengers, it's all fine, sure. It's all made in such a way that you walk along 2 long corridors and they never lead you into any utility rooms. But from the exploration point of view, I'd really like to find a way up. I'm a little lost, honestly. Over there is the backside and the stern. The bowl is on the other side, so the way up should be somewhere around here. Keep searching, keep searching. Let's look over here, maybe there's a way somewhere. Oh, there, above us. Yeah, right here. See? Here's a ladder that's basically already gone. Oh, there. But I can't understand. I can see some devices, but there's no sign of the bridge itself, the booth. Oh, here it is. Yeah, look here. We have to go up the ladder, across that walkway, and we're on the bridge. There it is, on the top. Anyway, guys, we've decided to act like we don't care and just get up there in plain sight and go to the bridge. And here's the exit. Out of this door, turn left and get upstairs. The bridge honestly sounds pretty interesting. Of course, it's a little wonky. So we've just went up here like a boss. Holy crap, that thing's huge. Okay, look here. The funny thing is that the gears are from that side and the bow is over there. That's kinda unusual. Guys, tell me, why is that? Did they steer it like that? Helm starboard! Hard helm starboard. Damn, I'm afraid it's gonna fall apart. No, really, that's pretty strange. That the gears are from that side, but I suppose it's meant to be steered in some other way. Or maybe, you know, the ship is so old that the captain was standing maybe somewhere here, drinking coffee. Someone was watching the ship's course, and the helmsman, he was just listening to the orders and steering. Oh, look at those things. Right engine. Left engine. Some old hardware. Well, what's left of it, to be precise. Totally empty. Yeah, there's not a lot of space here. And the exit's outside. Imagine that in the storm they had to walk up there and some poor guy was out there. Didn't matter if it was raining, he was standing right there looking at those instruments. The spotlight. Oh crap, almost hit him. Look at this comrade sitting here. Right here, this huge friend of ours. Look here, fellas, that's quite a peculiar box. And the transparent glass is fixed on here. That could have been some kind of map here. Let's say underneath here some paper. I suppose the map used to be put in here. And inside there's some storage space and a drawer here. That's interesting. Maybe actually the ship is so old that they used paper maps here. The navigation was just like that, simple devices, a map and an approximate, well, not approximate, those people knew exactly how to use all of this. This side is rotten through, absolutely. It's pretty scary standing here, actually. The floor is really fragile. But on the positive side, the floor is double layered. We will not fall too far in any case. Look, it's turning. Surprisingly, a lot of the mechanisms are not completely rusted despite the environment. This is a funnel. The stern is over there, and the bow is over there. And here we stand, observing the sea. And it's really, really cool to be standing at the helm and observe a landscape like this one. So there's that. While we were upstairs, we've heard some suspicious noises. Most likely the guards have understood that there are trespassers here, because we were basically in plain sight. So we've decided to try and find the most beautiful rooms of the ship, those very 100-year-old interiors, before the security finds us, and we had to do it as quickly as possible. Well, some kind of utility room. Those things are interesting. What could it be? Oh, it's an elevator. Yeah, it's an elevator. So, I suppose a kitchen used to be nearby. A galley, to be precise. Look at this ceiling finishing. Sounds like a bird is stuck in there. Oh, there's an open door to the outside. Strange handles, they're going down all the way. Now this looks more like an antique interior, even though a lot of it is already gone. It's still much more attractive than those cabins we have seen before. The chairs are left here. We can see people on the beach. They've even set up tents. Now it's really crooked. I feel like it's... Oh, look, a fork. It feels like not even just a feeling, you can see it from the outside, that it's just laying all bent and wavy, just hugging the landscape it's on, and it's not in a good shape, this ship here. It won't see a long voyage anymore, or any voyage for that matter. Wow, now that's amazing. Welcome aboard the ship. Holy crap! I tell you, it looks like they've got the Titanic up from the bottom of the sea. And of course a piano. Can you play something? It's not working, unfortunately. Just look at this. It's just unbelievably beautiful. Such an intricate wooden carving. Just look at this woodwork. And when you see such a view from the window, you really feel like you're on a cruise. Like the ship is not laying on its belly. Those interiors, when you visit them, you know that all the way to this point was worth it. This is just outstanding. Mirrors. Oh, look, A leather couch. Magnificent. You can totally chill here. No Netflix though. There was a rich, luxurious chandelier here, but now it's been luxurious somewhere else. And here, those outlets are relatively new, they definitely tried to renovate it. Okay, what's in the bar? A chair? And nothing else. And here must have been some drinks and beverages. It's only when you come closer to the... No, it's not a porthole, it's a damn window. You can see that we're actually... Captain, I think we have run aground. And what's in here? A couch. A VIP cabin. Soft. Look at the wallpaper. It looks modern, just stylized to look according to that time. That means that they really did try to maintain it, and the ship was in use as long as it could. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Tony, Alex, bye.